Okay, so now we're going to talk more about special events and why you should hold a special event. So there is really three main objectives. One is you want cash, your fundraiser, right? You want to maintain the interest, and that's where you, in a room, you get donors and people who benefit and the funder all together, and they will get a better understanding of or maintain the passion. Really, that's what it is. And then you have the thank you event, the recognition, and that's where you show the impact of the donation to your donors. And especially for smaller organizations, it's very important to know your objectives and try to have all three in one event. I work in a shop where we are 2 people on staff. There is no way we could do an event just for one objective. We are always very strategic on how we want to accomplish. And as a fundraiser, still need to make money out of the event. That's a big one. Where your money is going to come from a special event, the 2 main one really is ticket sale and sponsorship. And really your sponsorship should be equal at least to underwrite all your expenses. So before you go and you set your sponsorship level, you have to know what your expenses are going to be. That's going to dictate it. Then you need to sell tickets, so you need to have a really solid communication plan. No one is going to come to your event if they don't know it's happening. And then you need to have a team of volunteers. There is no way your staff can run an event by themselves. But your volunteers, you have to be very clear of what will be asked of them. And they will need to sell tickets. If you have someone who wants to help out and they're not ready to sell tickets or to connect with the sponsors, they're probably not the best fit. They can help on the day of the event, but they wouldn't be part of your special event committee. So when Jenny and I were meeting and over coffee, we always love that, and pick each other's brain, we say, okay, let's think what will be the good tip to leave, and so the main one is sponsorship. If you have a special event, you need sponsorship. There is no other way around it. And but before you go, make sure there is some policy and who you can approach. The Children's Museum probably doesn't want beer as their main sponsor. A health organization, same thing. There is those kind of things. You need to know what the rules are and work with those. You have to provide a different level. Not everyone is going to come and be your main sponsor. And then once you have that relationship with the sponsor, or the potential sponsor, if they come back to you and they want to change a little bit the package, work with them. Be flexible. It's not set in stone. And work on the relationship. It doesn't matter how glossy and beautiful your package or sponsorship package is. If it doesn't get to the right person at the right time, no one is going to look at it. So make sure you spend your time wisely. And special events are time suck. They will take all the time on your team, and you have to be very careful when your board member comes. It's like, we need to have a gala next year. Well, it's not a one-day event. You have to plan it. You have to have your communication plan, your sponsorship. That will be month before. Then you have the day where it just happened and you raise all that money. Now you have the follow-up. You have to say your thank yous and make sure everyone is happy, because the best event is an event that is going to be repeatable, because the first year you're going to put a lot of energy into the logistic and all that. If you can repeat your event, it's a bonus. So you have to build and maintain that relationship with everyone that was involved. There is no events that only volunteer-led. You will always have like those keener. They come and they're like, well, I can make this event, it's going to be so much fun, and I'm going to do everything. But they cannot do the receipting linked with the ticket sales. They cannot do the logistic and the contract with suppliers. So staff will be always involved, unless, which we all will want to have, is a third-party event. And that is an event that's completely organized, so you don't have the control. That's the one thing, like, it's always a little bit scary. But you just show up on the day off with your big check and smile, and that's the best event of all. And best practice, run an event only if you can make 50 cents on the dollar. Special events is the most expensive fundraising practice, but there is some soft benefits to you raising awareness of your organization. You are linking to new people that might not. So that is priceless in a way, but at the end of the day, you have to make sure that at least you're going to raise 50 cents on the dollar. So that was our main tips. And so we want to say thank you very much, and we hope we give you some good ideas.